Well, back again. Getting quite a bit done. Well, not really, but I mean, it's getting there. It's quite a bit smaller than that. It's weird. But anyway, got that thing up on the engine stand. For those of you that don't know, you can bolt these to an engine stand. It's kind of a handy trick, as long as you ain't got to take the internals out of them, like pull the pump, pull any of the clutch packs or anything. You can get to the servos, you can get to the pan, the valve body, everything you need to kind of put a shift kit in it without having to pull the internals out right there, and it's convenient. Not rolling around on the ground. But you got to lift the transmission up there, so that's the only part that sucks. But I was going to build like a hoop thing for it with the 3 bolts like the professional people use, and I don't plan on doing this a whole bunch, so yeah. So that was fun. This obviously doesn't roll because it's gravel and carpet and plywood and stuff, so had to roll the truck back out from under the engine and transmission. Wasn't that big a deal. I got burnt smelling transmission fluid every freaking place, so that's awesome. Yeah, the transmission fluid in this doesn't really look good or smell good. That's kind of what it looks like right there. I mean, it's red, it's just a really, really dark red. But no metal so far. But there's probably a bunch of metal on the magnet on the inside. It is a K-body transmission, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to start draining the fluids out of this and pulling it apart and just annihilating my garage floor right in this general area. Just covering everything with tranny fluid, making it look like a damn murder scene. In about 5 minutes, I guarantee it. Don't matter how many rags we use, it's going to be just red. The whole freaking garage and me head to toe. I've never had good luck working on these without getting just freaking covered in tranny fluid. And it's still full of fluid. Well, what it didn't leak out there and there and all under there a bunch. And a little bit made it into that pan. So there's your quick update. Flywheel looks in great shape. I don't really like the way the wow, don't focus or nothing. Can you focus? No, this is what you get when you use a Chinese camera. It just won't work right. So anyway, everything looks good, no cracks. I need to pull the cam and lifters and stuff out of that, but right now it's attached to the hoist, so I'm probably just going to build the transmission, put the stall converter back in it, bolt it back up to this, throw it back in there, and then put the cam and lifters in it. But before I do that, there's all kinds of stuff. Well, you can see where there's been a lot of hammering done around this tunnel. There's going to be a whole bunch more. Like, let me grab a flashlight and show you guys this. Where's my flashlight? The guys that's running the Turbo 350 transmissions, I don't think quite have this much of a problem. Like, I mean, come on now, put the battery in this damn thing. The fitment in this ain't necessarily quite good. As you can see there, I had to clearance a lot. Same on this side, I had to clearance a lot. And there's going to be a whole bunch more clearancing done. I think I'm just going to cut all that out and start over. I don't know. This is turning into a heck of a project. I'm glad that engine and transmission is not in there, because there's like a lot to do. I also need to work on that cross member and trim the lip of that off. Come on, you can do it. Nope, that's as far as it'll zoom in. Ain't that pathetic? I really miss that JVC. And yes, Redneck Brian or My Redneck Life or whatever your channel name is now, I done probably forgot because you changed it a couple times on me. Yeah, the JVC camera is dead. For sure dead. Like, it works, but the screen doesn't work and you can't see what you're videotaping. So anyway, yeah, I'm in the market for another camera pretty soon. So that's what I got going on tonight. I'm getting pretty dirty. So I'm getting ready to tackle this thing and learn about automatic transmissions. First I gotta go read, like, well, I want to know how these go together and come apart, so I'm going to read the manual on them and service manual and try to like learn about them a little bit before I just go tearing into it, or maybe watch somebody rebuild one on YouTube. But the problem is, you see all kinds of people rebuilding them on YouTube. What you don't see is the people putting them in a vehicle and driving it. So you don't know if they're good at it or not. So I'd rather just read on it a little bit and learn and not screw this up. So yeah, fun stuff. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one. I will see you in the next video. I'll keep y'all up to date. I'll probably make a video of this when I get into it. I'm sure I'm going to lose a bunch of check bowls. I'm going to try not to. But yeah, I'm going to sweep the floor really good and like perimeter off an area where nothing can escape. And then I'm going to try to take it apart. I don't want to, because them are, you got to buy those, and then you got to wait for them to get here, and then you got to figure out where they go. It's like, I just want to get this done, back together, and the engine and transmission back in there, and be able to drive it by this weekend with a new cam in it and the new lifters. It's going to be pretty awesome. I've been limited on the cams I've been using because of the converter stall speed, and I ain't gonna have that problem anymore. So now I can use the cam I've been wanting to use, and hopefully it'll go like I want it to, or this case is gonna explode. It's either this thing's gonna split in half or it's gonna work. So I'm getting tired of screwing with transmissions. Transmission in that work truck out front's really nice. Fit right in there. I could put that in there in a day's time, I bet you. Get that transmission right out of that work truck. It shifts into third gear real good. Bet you it'd be even better with a kid on it. All that fun stuff. Well, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to get with it and learn a little bit before I tear into this, and I'll keep you updated. We'll see what happens. Y'all take her easy.